This ain't practice. 2 MVPs, 1 court, 0 mercy. From the tip-off, this was no scrimmage. It was an all-star battle disguised as a regular season game. James Harden and Kawhi Leonard wasted 0 time reminding everyone they own hardware for a reason. Jimmy Butler opened with a cold-blooded mid-range. Then the claw spun through defenders like a fidget spinner on a sugar rush. But the Warriors, they didn't flinch. Draymond Green and Steph Curry clicked into vintage mode. A brush screen here, a 3-ball there, bang. It was classic Dubs basketball. Slick passes, smart spacing, and Steph dropping shots with that you-should-have-known-better look. The Warriors exploded for a 14-7 start, with Steph hitting back-to-back threes like it was shoot-around. Golden State pushed the lead to 15 before Harden said, "Enough." The Beard snapped back with 13 points in just the first quarter, torching defenders and cutting the lead to single digits before the buzzer. Score? 33-25. Game on. Second quarter shuffle. Paul crafts, Draymond dimes, Harden haunts. Chris Paul might be the oldest man on the court, but he's still got that mid-range jumper that whispers, "Respect your elders." He laid it in easy, then let Draymond handle the rest. Green was in full orchestra mode, tossing dimes like they were candy at a parade. 4 assists in 12 minutes? That's Draymond being Draymond. But after a timeout, the Clippers clawed back hard. Kawhi went from silent assassin to full-on hitman mode. Tough floaters, dagger threes, and stone-cold stares. Jimmy Butler tried to counter, but even buckets need breathers. LA went on a nasty 19-4 run, and with 4 minutes left, the game had flipped. Then came the buzzer-beater moment. Harden, deep like deep, from another zip code. Swish. Halftime, Clippers up 49-46. The Warriors blinked, and suddenly the Hollywood villains were stealing the show. Steve Kerr probably aged a year in those 12 minutes.
Steph wakes up in Q3. Steph Curry came out of the tunnel looking like someone reminded him he's a 2-time MVP. First play, boom, jumper. Second play, boom, again. Golden State went on a 12-0 run so fast, even the TV graphics glitched. Draymond found Kuminga on a backdoor cut, then Steph danced past Leonard like he was playing on ice skates. The Dubs weren't just scoring, they were styling. On defense, they locked in. Steph played Matador against Harden. Okay, maybe not perfect defense, but passable. Then on the other end, he went full speed to the cup, twisting in for a vintage layup. Kawhi and Butler tried to hold the line, but Curry was slicing through defenders like a samurai in sneakers. By the halfway mark of Q3, it was 68-61, and the Warriors, they were humming like a well-oiled espresso machine, hot, sharp, and jitter-free. Buckets versus Moody, who's got the range? If anyone thought Jimmy Butler was done, they clearly missed the memo. He came out throwing fireballs. Triple here, triple there, even one with a hand in his face. Moses Moody wasn't about to let Jimmy hog the spotlight, though. He popped one from the corner that splashed harder than a cannonball in a kiddie pool. Steve Ballmer looked like he was watching fireworks, jumping, clapping, and probably calculating playoff ticket prices. At the end of Q3, the Warriors were still up 78-63, but the air was thick with tension. Harden, still cooking, quietly lethal, drawing fouls and dropping floaters. Jimmy, Mr. Efficient, 19 points on 72% shooting, barely sweating. The Clippers weren't done, they just needed one more push. But Golden State, they looked like they were guarding the vault. No easy buckets, no freebies, and definitely no room for a comeback party.
Fourth quarter start, Clippers smell coffee. 12 minutes to go and the Clippers finally got aggressive. Harden came back like a guy who left the oven on, urgent and dangerous. He hit a step back, then a floater, then another one-legged fadeaway that looked impossible until it dropped. Jimmy checked back in with a corner 3 and some trash talk sprinkled in. LA shaved the lead down and the energy shifted. But guess who stayed chill? Golden State's bench. Podziemski, the rookie with the reverse layup of the night, danced past defenders like it was his backyard. Draymond, barking, passing, instigating, he was the emotional thermostat. Every play mattered, every possession had purpose. The Clippers tried to rally, but every time they got close, someone on the Dubs punched back. This wasn't a highlight reel. This was war in sneakers. Curry closes shop. Time to turn out the lights. Steph Curry smelled drama and decided to snuff it out like a birthday candle. With the lead slipping, he hit a deep three over Harden, cold as winter. Then a stutter-step drive through 2 defenders, layup, crowd erupts. Suddenly, 12 points turned to 18, and LA was back in panic mode. Turnovers piled up. The Warriors didn't flinch. They just turned defense into offense, like clockwork. Steph got to 19 points on 46% shooting, not even his best night, and that's the scary part. When average Curry still torches a team, you know you're in trouble. Even Kawhi's poker face couldn't hide the frustration. The Clippers were gassed, and the Warriors were just getting loose. It was Steph time, and when it's Steph time, it's usually bedtime for the other guys.
Jimmy versus Steph, Battle of the Alphas. Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry turned the court into their own chessboard, each move calculated, every bucket personal. Jimmy pounded the paint, used his strength to create space, and when that didn't work, fade away, bucket. Steph answered with slick handles and deep bombs. It was the battle of Mr. Grit versus Mr. Splash. Jimmy put up 21 points, grabbed 5 boards, dished 5 assists, and only had 1 turnover. That's efficiency you put on a resume. Steph, meanwhile, played conductor, not just scoring, but setting the rhythm. Every movement had intention. Both looked like playoff mode versions of themselves, and you could feel it. It wasn't just a game, it was 2 warriors, pun intended, testing each other. Spoiler alert, they both passed, but Steph had the scoreboard. Garbage time or hidden talent auditions? With 3 minutes to go and the game out of reach, both coaches waved the white flag. In came the second stringers. But don't sleep, these guys have pride. For them, this wasn't garbage time, it was resume tape. Clippers sent in Alfred, the 38-year-old big man who finally nailed his first bucket after missing his first 4. The Warriors bench, meanwhile, played like they belonged. Smooth passes, strong defense, and 0 panic. This is what separates Golden State. Even their backups know the system like it's gospel. They didn't let the game slip. They closed it like pros. And as the final seconds ticked off, the message was clear. Dubs don't just win, they teach. Let's talk numbers. Who did what? Stats don't lie. Stephen Curry wrapped the night with 19 points on 46% shooting. Jimmy Butler, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, just 1 turnover. Harden exploded for 20+ before halftime. And Draymond Green, the glue guy, rebounds, assists, screens, and a whole lot of yelling. Golden State had multiple double-digit scorers, sharing the ball like it was Thanksgiving dinner. The Clippers, top-heavy. Great production from their stars, but the support cast got lost somewhere between inbound passes and missed switches. Defense slipped, ball movement stalled, and Golden State made them pay. In short, this box score told a story. One team had depth, rhythm, and heart. The other had talent, but forgot the script. Wrap it up, Warriors roar, Clippers search for answers. The final buzzer hit, and the scoreboard wasn't just numbers. It was a loud, blinking reminder that Golden State still has it. 2 wins, 2 losses, but momentum's clearly shifting. The Clippers? Well, since November 2023, they've been a Rubik's Cube of confusion. One night hot, the next night meh. Tonight, they brought the heat early, but couldn't finish. Golden State brought the system and the closer. The combo of Steph's control, Draymond's energy, and Jimmy's all-around hustle made for fireworks. But in the end, the Dubs played a symphony while the Clippers played solos. If this was a playoff preview, grab your popcorn. If not, let's just hope LA finds that missing piece. Or else, Steph will keep cooking, and they'll keep cleaning up after.